Hey everybody, welcome back to Freeze Frame, the show where we stop and take a moment to discuss all the heavily talked about news of the week having to do with movies, TV, streaming, and pop culture. My name is Ryder, and today I'm joined by the brewery connoisseur, Vincent DeSantis.
What is up, Ryder? How's it going, my dude?
It's going great. We had Disney Plus last week, which is
sure did.
For controversy.
It sure is. There's a lot going on there. Yeah.
Yeah, we can get into it and kind of we'll recap for everybody. But all you guys listening at home, we want to thank you for listening and following us on all our audio platforms and on YouTube and supporting the channel. Feel free to give us a review. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know what we're doing wrong. We have Discord and all our social media linked down below. TikTok, you guys know we love staying on those platforms. But without further ado, let's get started and break down, I guess, some of the reveals of Disney Plus, talk about our reactions, what we thought. I don't know if you want to get started, kind of initial thoughts first, or...
Yeah, well, I don't know. I feel like Disney Plus Day, well, okay, I didn't know much about it. You thought you knew a lot about it.
I thought I did.
I did. And so I was excited. I was really excited to see an Obi-Wan trailer. I really thought we were going to get something like that. I'm very glad we got a Moon Knight trailer, so that was a dub. That was a W. But overall, I thought the rollout of information sucked. Like a Twitter thread of information is just not the way to do it or to build excitement. I was really hoping for like a presentation style, like even if they released it all at once, like maybe a 20-minute presentation that you watch on Disney Plus or something with someone moderating it, hyping it up, maybe a little clip here, clip there. Like that's so much more exciting than refreshing Twitter. Like, that was a total miss for me. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was very confusing because even the way they advertised it was not clear, right? They said that stay at 6 a.m., look on our socials, we'll be posting some announcements, clips, trailers, and then at 8, we're going to have a special thing on Disney Plus, which was also kind of weird that they kind of dropped this stuff on Disney Plus, which people already said that's kind of behind a paywall to see the advertising for Disney Plus. I mean, it should have been on YouTube or, like you said, the best way to advertise these type of shows, I think, is a live streamed event, and that's kind of... It gathers hype. It gathers people to talk in the chat, and I think it's just a great experience for everybody. But it was definitely a little off-putting, a little weird.
I imagine that they had some sort of meeting where they're like, "Oh, everybody's doing these live things. Most people complain that they're too long or too boring. So why don't we just go right to announcements, like on Twitter?" Like in theory, I could see it like being a good idea in people's heads, but there was no hype. It was so dead. It was just refresh. Okay, here's a new poster.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
No music, there's no atmosphere to it.
No.
Nothing to hype it. But here's some of the reviews from Marvel. I mean, Marvel had, of course, the best show of the whole day. Star Wars fans, we're sorry. We're sorry that you got Star Wars didn't get fed. There was no feeding. I'm hurt. So they dropped an Obi-Wan sizzle reel, which of course kind of showed some behind the scenes.
Yeah, featurette was great.
It was fun. It was, it was a little bit, but everywhere people were saying the Obi-Wan trailer was confirmed, and it didn't happen. So
breaks my heart.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad to say, but for Marvel, we have She-Hulk, Moon Knight trailer. We got first look at She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, little snippets here and there.
Hold on, wait, and I saw something about Miss Marvel. Like in the trailer, she has the Captain Marvel costume on.
Yeah,
it's like, how is Kamala inspired by Captain Marvel when Carol's only been on Earth for 5 minutes?
Exactly. Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like, that is so true. Like, how could you be a fan? Because in the comics and the video games, you see her, she's an Avenger, and people are like, yes, but how did you know she was in Endgame? And you're just immediately like, my hero.
Right.
The haircut.
I hope Kamala has like, I don't know what it is. It's like the dress type thing with like the tights and then like the
it's like a bandana type dealio.
Bandana. It looks like super ragtag, like Spider-Man's first costume in either No Way Home or not No Way Home, but
Homecoming.
Homecoming, and then Spider-Man costume in Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Like, I love that, dude. The homemade suit is like special place in my heart. I want to see that in Miss Marvel.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think there were some leaked photos of her suit and what it looks like, but of course, from what we've seen in the teaser already, she's getting all kinds of different versions, which I think is great. But we also got looks at Agatha House of Harkness, which is kind of a play on House of M, Secret Invasion, which they show a little bit of Nick Fury, Armor Wars Ironheart, Echo, spinoff from the Hawkeye show, I Am Groot, and a Guardians Christmas special. And then as for animated, we have X-Men 97 is making a return, as well as Spider-Man Freshman Year, which I don't know if you knew this, Vince, but so it's an animated MCU show that's canon in the MCU about his origins, Peter Parker's origins with Uncle Ben. So they're doing Uncle Ben.
I am the most excited out of all of these reveals. there's Moon Knight number 1, and
Okay.
then so close to number 2 is Spider-Man freshman year, and then
Okay.
so close to that is X-Men 97.
Oh,
Everything else
interesting.
can
Okay.
just fall at the wayside, baby.
Okay.
I'm so
Okay.
stoked.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be exciting. There's definitely a lot of content coming, and I'm
Yeah.
right there with you. I'm ready for it.
So, do you know if X-Men 97 is like a reboot of the 1990s X-Men show, or is it like a continuation of that, or like I don't know.
I'm not sure on the story. I feel like if they're doing
Okay.
something like this, if it's within these announcements, it could be a potential multiverse type dealio. Where they're like, yeah, no, this is
Okay.
remember guys from the '90s. This is continuing
Yeah.
on,
Cool.
and it's like exists. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Have you seen episodes of the 90s X-Men
No,
cartoon? I mean,
not
there's all the
episodes, no.
memes.
Yeah,
There's the memes of like,
photos and
you know,
stuff, but-
Wolverine holding the picture and stuff.
Yeah.
It's fun. I think
Mhm.
that's one of the better animated Marvel shows, like in general.
I'll look
It's good.
I'll look at some more clips online so I can get familiar
Yeah.
with it. But
They're
no,
fun. It's just like a fun thing. You can have it in the background and
Mhm.
stuff, but it's just enjoyable. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so that's, and then we also have more announcements for like regular, like Cheaper by the Dozen, Pinocchio, stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
of course, which is just on Twitter. But
Right.
yeah, if you want to
I
take
mean,
us on, what we have
We
next.
talked about Disney Plus being, I mean, it's just the Disney Plus day was a kind of, this article calls it a disaster. I would just call it a disappointment, that kind of thing. But I thought this headline was hilarious that even one of the stars of the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series was waiting for a trailer of the Star Wars show to drop on Disney Plus.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
I
You
read
don't
that
doubt it.
today. I had to add it in. Yeah.
Dang, that's sad. Yeah, we're all waiting for that trailer. Well,
Yeah.
whatever. Hopefully, we'll get it soon. Speaking of Star Wars,
Hopefully.
Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron has apparently been removed from production schedule. That's
Yikes.
Yikes to hear. Yeah. It says the Star Wars film was set to start shooting in 2022, but has been postponed due to Jenkins' scheduling conflicts. So let's hope that's
What's
all
she
it is.
prioritize? I feel like when you are able to direct a Star Wars thing, that becomes your number one
It
priority,
should
and
be.
everything else can kind of like go somewhere else. What kind of scheduling conflicts would stop you from shooting Star Wars? You know what? You know what, Lucasfilm? You can always call me. I will make that my number one priority. I can promise you that.
There you have it. Send your application and get Vincent DeSantis to direct
will.
it. I think, you know,
I feel like
Hmm.
I feel like every episode I'm calling out to these major studios, like I'll do it for you. Like
It's-
just say the words, I'm there. Okay,
One of these
I'll work
episodes-
hard on this.
it'll be a special where we have an announcement. You got the job.
Right. Exactly.
I'll deliver the good news to you, and we'll get your reaction
Thanks.
on camera.
It's perfect.
I think Patty Jenkins, you know what she's prioritizing? Wonder Woman 3. Wonder Woman 3, yeah. Let's see. So
Tough.
I'll go ahead and say that little headline because it's our only
Yeah.
one for DC. Well, Gal Gadot confirms Linda Carter will be back for Wonder Woman 3. It's even better this time. That's what she says. That's it.
It has to be even better this
Yeah.
time. It
After the
has to
second
be.
one, yeah. I've watched
Yeah.
so many like breakdowns of the second movie and
Mhm.
how it's like it really is much worse than I realized.
Really?
it's
Ah,
yeah, and it's
I think I watched
unfortunate.
that like around Christmas time with maybe on Christmas even
Oh,
because it came out
yeah, I
on
think-
Christmas.
yeah, I think so. It dropped on one of those holidays.
I watched it with my family and dude, I was like trying not to fall asleep. I was trying hard. And the
Mhm.
hard part is the beginning of that movie I liked. Where
Yeah.
she's in the supermarket like fighting baddies and stuff. I'm like, "Oh, this is
Mhm.
fun. This is like happy."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, this is dog, bro. This is dog."
yeah. yeah, it gets too much.
Yeah.
But whatever. You're gonna take
Whatever.
us away from that.
Back to some Disney news. The live action Fairly Odd Parents poofs into Paramount Plus. Oh, that's a Paramount Plus
Oh,
news.
yep. Oops. I don't know why
That's
I had
right.
that on Disney. I don't know why I imagine. I forget that's
right,
Nickelodeon.
we'll go
My
back.
bad.
Hey, I mean,
Yeah.
we can still talk about it. It's
Mhm.
fine. Fairly Odd Parents poofs into Paramount Plus March 2022. Live action. I do not. That sounds so creepy to me. Can you imagine, like live action fairies with Timmy Turner? Like that sounds cringe AF. Doug Dimmadome popping up out of nowhere. Like I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
we Doug Dome on the Dome. Yeah,
He better be in
they
it.
showed a photo and the cast, like, there's just I think there's just adults. There's not animating anything, but it's just a regular photo, and they held up like cardboard cutouts of them. So I was like, okay, so it's weird. I don't think you're doing Timmy Turner. I think it's just a different kid, but
Oh my god,
weird.
is it Drake Bell?
Oh no, Drake Bell is the movie that they did on Nickelodeon like so many years back.
Oh,
That
I was
was
gonna
their
say,
live
what
action
the
one, but it was, like,
heck?
Yeah, he was Timmy.
That is so scary.
Yeah.
I gotta look for a picture of this eventually.
I think they had what's it called? Cosmo and Wanda. They had them animated, kind of like weird 3D animation, and then they turned them into adults, and then they were like a man and a woman actor.
Weird vibes, just a lot of weird vibes.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy.
I guess we'll see.
We'll see about that. Moving on now, we got some Marvel news. We'll get through this because we've had a lot already. Marvel. Doctor Strange director never intended. Oh, I saw this on Twitter. Yes, this was talked about. Scott Derrickson intended the IMAX version for home. He never intended the IMAX to be at home, a home viewing. He comments the IMAX versions of the MCU films are now available on Disney Plus. They weren't meant for home media, which he talked about.
I tried to look into this because I have never watched an IMAX format movie at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except for Interstellar, which changes. Like I have the Blu-ray that switches aspect ratios. So like you see the IMAX aspect ratio, and then it goes to like small. It's all weird, but it's cool. And I never noticed anything there. But rather than that, I've never seen like an IMAX formatted movie like at home. So I'm curious to see. But Scott Derrickson and James Gunn were going back and forth on Twitter talking about how like James Gunn shot some stuff in 3D for Guardians and how that translates to IMAX. And then there's some stuff that just does not translate to IMAX, where you can only watch it like projected on these screens or else on home. It looks weird and stuff. And they were going back and forth. I found it fascinating, but they were using so many terms that I didn't know. And so like I want to learn more about it because like that fascinates me.
Yeah.
As someone who enjoys like editing and aspect ratios and like all that kind of stuff. So I wish I had like more information on it, but I really don't. Apparently Scott Derrickson doesn't like this though, but I haven't heard anybody else complain about IMAX viewing. So
I don't know who said it, whether it was Scott. I believe it was Scott, but he was like, I chose the IMAX 3D to be the initial release in the theaters because that was his favorite. And I was like, oh, I think it was in that thread, but I think he said that. And I was like, that's interesting. I mean, IMAX 3D has never been for me because it always makes me sick. Like it just it looks weird. But a lot of people prefer that as their first go, you know.
That's wild.
Yeah. Surprising.
I don't know, maybe enhances the experience for some things. Who knows?
And then there's even 3D on TV, which I mean, you have to have a 3D TV to do that.
Do you have glasses out? You have to watch it in a 3D TV.
Yeah, I think you have to have a 3D for that, which that's gotten like discontinued, or they don't really push it anymore, you know?
Right.
But
kind of weird.
It is fun to talk about. Okay. Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has started shooting with an on-set pick. Will Poulter is seen as well as Adam Warlock. I did not know they started shooting this already.
Yeah, James Gunn posted on his Twitter a first photo of the cast and just all the regular Guardians, and Will Poulter was there in the back, and I was like, oh wow, there he is.
Cool.
They're all ready.
That's it. I don't know what to expect from this movie. I feel like we got a fractured team. You know, is Thor in this movie? Like what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, who knows?
After playing the video game and it's kind of dealing, man, I'm like, I'm really hyped for it because I want to see some of that stuff from the game, you know?
Yeah.
You got to get into the game, dude.
Oh my God. I can't wait to play the game. So Black Friday's next week, which means game deals, which means RIP my wallet.
Oh,
that's
man. Yep.
Yeah.
Battlefield.
I pre-ordered that today. But so my Steelbook collection, this is what I want to grow. I need my Steelbook collection for games and movies to grow. And for movie deals on Steelbooks on Black Friday, like Best Buy, dude, it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous.
Oh man. Well, we're gonna see you a little more skeleton because your money's gonna keep you
exactly. No eating for me.
No eating. Yeah. All right. Moving on now, we got Spider-Man No Way Home. So actually, you know what? Speaking of Spider-Man No Way Home, I should kind of talk about the big news that is coming with the trailer. So for those of you that don't know, yesterday on Twitter, it was going wild. Brandon Davis, a huge journalist in the comic book world, announced that they're doing a fan event here in Los Angeles for the Spider-Man trailer. It's coming Tuesday, so this will be out. Stay tuned for Tuesday night, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. is when the trailer drops. Tickets might go on sale, but yeah, lucky 100 people get to see this special event in LA, and with big surprises.
And who knows? Maybe we'll get a crazy email, and we're gonna say we go. I don't know if that's really what's gonna happen, but that would be awesome if we get an email. I just refreshed my email right now.
Really? Yeah, nothing. We all submitted our emails and we're just kind of staring at our phones waiting, but no word back yet. But I mean, we don't have to care about that. Anyways, okay. So
exactly.
The headline we have here is Tom Holland talks about Spider-Man. He says it's gonna be dark, sad, brutal, and the best Spider-Man film we've ever made. I mean, it comes at no surprise. You're gonna see characters that you love go through things that you would never wish for them to go through. Interesting.
I'm sure he's right.
Interesting.
I still don't know. I still don't know what this movie's gonna bring.
Yeah, if it's gonna be lackluster, right, with all these characters, if it's gonna be like a lot, like no, I'm with you.
I just don't want it to be all spectacle. As much as I love
Mhm.
Marvel movies for spectacle, like I want some like
I want some
feelings.
personal moments. Yeah,
I
I want
need
some of
some of
that.
that.
Mhm.
That's what makes them so good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Eternal screenwriter teases Galactus's arrival in a sequel if audience want to see it. If audiences want to see it, okay. There's no
Oh,
confirmation about it. This is just someone
no, yeah,
said
this is
something.
the screenwriter talking about screenwriter
Oh,
of
the
Eternals.
screenwriter. I mean,
Yeah.
Eternals 2 isn't confirmed yet.
No, it's not
anything.
confirmed, but I mean, they're saying they're planning it, they're talking about
Sure.
it, and they interviewed him for this movie, and so a lot of journalists always kind of pose the question to these guys. So I thought this was a good quote.
This is going to be tough. Here's where I'm coming from. If you've seen Eternals, I'm not going to spoil it or anything, but number one, like they have the movie, about an hour and a half of it is them getting the Eternals back together.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of Eternals, everybody splits out. Everybody does their own thing again.
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
Is there going to be another movie like we got to get the gang back together again? Some of them at least. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is. You're right. The sequel will probably be, the whole we gotta find, because remember that post-credit scene, no spoilers. It's kind of like we gotta help, we gotta find, and we gotta help. Well, I'm not gonna say what and what, but
my guess would be that the Eternals show up in a future movie, like a future MCU, like big team movie, let's say, and then the events of that will dictate a second Eternals movie.
That's true.
I'm sure they'll do a second Eternals movie. They'll do it.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't really spoilers, but like, the Eternals are on Earth, and they're there.
Yeah.
So it could be like, hey, we're here. Where's blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, we're the Avengers. What's going on? What do you need? And they ask for help.
Something like that. Cool.
We'll see. But lots of plan. I mean, who knows? I think another cool moment I saw on Twitter, somebody tweeted out, and I thought this was really cool. He said, Marvel is slowly getting to the point where it's like the comics, where you can't keep up with everything. You just kind of find what you love.
That's funny because I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Especially after watching like Eternals again. Like I'm so excited for this like small little section of Marvel with like Moon Knight and some of the Kit Harington's character and like other things like this that may or may not be happening. Like I'm excited for that. That is what I want to see.
Yep. And that
I don't know if I'm like super stoked. Yeah, that seems a little bit separate. That seems more of like the Netflix MCU or the Netflix Marvel stuff. Like a little low key. I'm much more excited for that. But I don't know. We'll see.
Because it seems like they're setting up Young Avengers, right? You got Kate Bishop and Loki, and then they're setting up kind of Thunderbolts with Valentina from Falcon and Winter Soldier, and you have U.S. Agent and Zemo. Like they're setting up different team ups, and then even with the post credit scene of Eternals and kind of Moon Knight and this mystical Agatha Harkness, that could be like a whole spiritual vibe. In the comics, there's a team called Illuminati, and what's it called? Even they're making a video game on it. The Marvel Midnight Suns. Yeah, that's a whole team of Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider. So there's all these different things that it's gonna be separate. I don't think it's all gonna connect, which is I think it's cool the direction they're going.
Yep, I think so too. The way to think about it like that is the best way to think about it.
Just find what you like.
Yeah, just find what you like and watch it. Can I read this next one? Because I'm so freaking excited. I think this is awesome.
Oh yeah, this is you.
Going down to Universal Studios, Vin Diesel, please, for The Rock to return. Have you read the Instagram caption?
I did.
Dude, I have it pulled up right here.
That's
but
great.
if you haven't seen the picture, it is a picture of, if you don't know, Vin Diesel and The Rock have had a rocky relationship over the past couple years, okay? It's a picture of Dom Toretto and what's The Rock's character in this, in the Fast and Furious?
Agent... I don't remember his name.
Whatever. They're looking like really angry at each other, and Vin Diesel's like super stretched out to the side. It's like to look bigger than The Rock almost. But Vin Diesel makes an Instagram post and says, "My little brother Dwayne, the time has come. The world awaits the finale of Fast 10. As you know, my children refer to you as Uncle Dwayne in my house." There's not a holiday that goes by that they and you don't send well wishes, but the time has come. Legacy awaits. I told you years ago I was going to fulfill my promise to Pablo. I swore we would reach and manifest the best fast in the finale that is 10, which doesn't make any sense. I say this out of love, but you must show up. Do not leave the franchise idle. You have a very important role to play. Hobbs can be played by no other. I hope you rise to the occasion and fulfill your destiny.
Yeah,
that has gone down as the best, maybe the best Instagram post of all time.
It's hard to believe it's real too, like because
it's so hard.
For those of you that don't know that haven't seen it, the photo is an original photo photoshopped to make Vin Diesel bigger than The Rock, because in the original he's very much smaller. So it's all distorted. He's trumping over The Rock. It's ridiculous.
It would make me so happy to see The Rock in Fast 10.
Yeah.
It would make me really happy. And if you haven't seen the Instagram post, I would just highly recommend. If you need a little laugh, a little pick me up midday, just check it out. It's so good.
Absolutely. His name is Hobbs. I forget, Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah,
so
Hobbs.
I figured it out. But
which I haven't watched. I haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw yet.
Hobbs and Shaw is pretty action packed. I'd say it's on par with the latest Fast and Furious movie. But
perfect. That's all I watch it for. It's just fun.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, this is in the trailer, so it's not really spoilers. But there's a scene where The Rock is holding a helicopter with a chain, and he's holding the truck, and he's holding on and pulling the helicopter, Captain America style. And it's like, you kidding? It's a full on like Apache helicopter. Wait. It's ridiculous.
I mean, you saw Fast 9, right?
Yeah.
Vin Diesel literally turns into the Hulk and breaks chains out of concrete and then punches through concrete barriers to make a whole building fall. So I mean,
it's ridiculous. It's crazy.
It's awesome.
I'm
That's the best scene of 2021 cinema, hands down.
I agree. I think if we had to make a video rating the best films, best moments,
Fast 9.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. Here. Moving on now to other studios. We have some other random studio news here. Leonardo DiCaprio is in final talks to star as Jim Jones as the infamous Jonestown cult leader. The Venom writer Scott Rosenberg is penned to write this film's script. Interesting. Do you know about Jim Jones?
I don't know much. Oh no, I do know about Jim Jones a little bit. I believe Jonestown.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, when was Jonestown? Like, what years was that?
This is based
on something that's true.
70s. Yeah, so Jim Jones, I wanted to correct myself. He's the Kool-Aid guy. He's the one who made everybody drink the Kool-Aid in the cults. Yeah. And they all did the mass suicide.
Right.
Crazy. Yes. So this guy is a political activist.
Here's the only problem.
He was claiming to be revolutionary suicide. That's what it was. That's crazy on the Wikipedia.
I'm sure this would be fascinating. And Leonardo DiCaprio as this crazy person, he usually does a great job, right? Now, I don't want the Venom writer anywhere near this film script. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? I don't want him anywhere near it. So that'll have to be we'll find out. We'll see what that is.
Sounds very out of pocket. Different.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Next up, John Wick 4 shoot is complete, which feels sooner than expected, actually. I know it's been a couple years since John Wick 3, but I can't believe filming's already done. Does that gift wrap reveal the title? What's the gift wrap?
So there was they posted a photo, right, with the wrapping of the production and the gift on it. You know, they always have it. They had a title on it, and it said Hagakure. Hagakure. Weird word. I don't know if that's the title or not, but it was like John Wick 4 Hagakure. So like interesting.
Hagakure. I'm googling what this is. It's a largely forgotten. Oh, it's a book. Oh, it's a samurai book.
Oh, no way. John Wick and Samurai is what I mean.
Hagakure, The Secret Wisdom of the Samurai.
Oh, that makes sense because I think they announced for the cast Katsuhiro. I forgot his last name, but he was in Endgame. He fought Hawkeye a little bit. He's like one of my favorite Asian actors ever.
Really? Okay. This book came out in 1716, so it's a little old. I
have to look up.
But that'll be interesting.
Oh man, because let's see. When they announced the cast, they started announcing a lot more, a lot of huge actors for John Wick, right? And I was like, oh man, they're really going like Japanese. Yeah, Hiroyuki Sanada. I said a completely different name. Hiroyuki Sanada. Oh my gosh, he is such a cool. He was in Wolverine. The Wolverine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this guy's great.
And so he's gonna be in John Wick. I'm like, oh, I'm ready. I believe he is. I think he is. I have to look at his IMDb to be in check. But
cool. I mean, regardless.
Yeah, he is.
I'm all about it.
He is. So
sweet.
I got it. Confirmation.
Right. Makes me excited. I can't wait for John Wick 4.
Some more exciting stuff. We got Tom Hardy and Channing Tatum are apparently teaming up for a new film about the Afghanistan evacuation from George Nolf.
George Nolfi?
I think George. I think I backspaced on that. I think it's based on a true story about the evacuation in Afghanistan, probably from a U.S. embassy or something.
Okay,
maybe?
cool.
I believe.
Also, it is George Nolfi. He's writing it.
Oh, okay. From George.
That's
Nolfi.
the name of a person.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like,
you're thinking that's a place.
Evacuation from George Nolfi. I was like, where is that at? Like the George Nolfi base.
Right. Must be. Yeah, that'll be good. I'm sure it'll be great.
Oh, and then
excited to see Tom Hardy in something other than Venom.
That's true. Yeah, I want to see more acting chops from this guy.
Yes.
It says they're set to star special forces members who stay behind to rescue stranded allies. Okay, interesting.
Cool. Awesome. I'm sure that'll be intense. Paramount pushes Transformers: Rise of the Beast back a year to June 9th, 2023.
Oh, bummer.
Bummer. Damn.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
Yeah.
And Star Trek film delays launch to December 22nd, 2023. Wait, whose Star Trek film is this? What is this?
I want to say JJ is doing another one, but I don't know if this is. I feel like this is JJ coming back.
No way.
I'm not sure though.
Dude,
but it might be
I
different.
loved those movies.
Oh yeah, they were so good. The second one was my favorite, I believe. Yeah. With Khan, Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan. That was great.
Yeah. That's Into Darkness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But dude, oh my god, the original Star Trek movie, Wrath of Khan, is so good, and it's still good. It holds up like on a intensity level and stuff too. Man, I love it. So let's see. Not much is known about the new Star Trek film. In July, we found out that Matt Shakman, the director of WandaVision, is directing it with J.J. Abrams to produce it.
Okay, produce it.
Interesting. Cool.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, if they're attached, I'm on board. Hey.
Oh wait, no, this is the one that stars Chris Hemsworth. They're gonna do that. It's Captain Kirk's. Remember, Chris Hemsworth is in a 10-minute scene in the first one or whatever.
He's his dad, right?
Yeah, he's the star of this one. It's like a prequel, so that'll be cool.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome.
Forgot I was reading about that.
And it's funny. This was also another announcement for Disney Plus Day. The first look at the new Predator film, Prey. Now, because this is 20th Century Studios, and so it was like they just posted it and no one knew about it. But it was for Disney Plus
that's
Day.
so funny.
Yeah.
Random. Very random.
Yeah. But this is so this stars I forget her name, but it's gonna be a whole new story, kind of taking place in like Native American type vibes. And she's like a Native American ready to hunt down predators.
Yeah.
And they're hunting each other. So
cool.
Interesting. Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. Next up, we're moving on to Netflix. Red Notice has the biggest opening day in Netflix history, which I think is bullshit, actually. I hate to say it. I think that is a headline that Netflix has now manufactured every time an original comes out to boost viewership, because I truly haven't heard a single person talk about whether this is even bad or good. Like,
I saw it last night.
How was it?
I mean, it was an action movie like The Rock,
because I love them.
Yeah, it was great, and they were the best parts. But when it comes to like the action and being the biggest film of Netflix, I was completely shocked, because in comparison to a film like Six Underground from Michael Bay, that movie blows this one out of the water.
Really,
on action. Like, the action was so much green screen and just it was very cliche. It was very it was like a normal action film. But with Six Underground, everything was practically done. And you could tell that it was practical. And so I don't know how this is the biggest film ever. So,
I don't know. Maybe the biggest actors, I guess Dwayne and Ryan Reynolds are big. Mm-hmm. They're huge. So
yeah, there was a lot of twists that were just like, oh, really? What? I was cringing out, and that's hard for me.
Oh, so that means I'm getting it. Okay.
Yeah, you'd hate it. No.
I mean, I'll watch it. I like them.
Mm-hmm. I laugh. They're funny together. They're funny.
Yeah, sure. It's just I don't believe for a second that it's the biggest, but I agree. I guess we'll see numbers later on.
Yep.
The Witcher Blood Origin prequel series will explore a pre-colonized elven world, says showrunner. Ryder, I really want to get into the Witcher universe because I feel so. I've already said this on the show. I've never watched the Witcher show and I've never played any of the Witcher games, so I feel like way out of this. But it's something I know I could get into because this is like the mystical sort of kingdoms, like old time stuff, Lord of the Ringy type dealio.
Kind of like God of War, kind of like Game of Thrones, weird stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah, that feels like a
love that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, Witcher. Like I played a little bit of the game, but it just seems so long to me to even like fathom. I couldn't even get into it.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'll get there. I mean, they're re-releasing Witcher 3 again at the
really?
beginning of next year, like February.
Like a next gen thing.
Yeah, making it next gen, or it's like going to play in like 4K 60 and all this. So I think that'll be something I jump into.
That could be it.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
let us know.
Oh, and they're doing the Henry Cavill thing with the game. So like
they're-
you can play the whole game as Henry Cavill's Witcher, and it looks like really good. The stuff that they showed.
But it's the same voice, right?
Same voice.
Okay. That's interesting. It's a different skin. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm for that. That's awesome.
Sure.
I like when they do stuff like that. It's always fun.
It'll be cool.
Up next, another exciting thing from Netflix: Squid Game. The creator Hwang, I'm gonna butcher this name, Wang Dong-hyuk, says there will indeed be a second season. There was an interview of him. I saw this. It was on Twitter, and he said, "Yeah, we're working on it. It's gonna be planned." He says, Jihan will come back. Gion will come back.
Yeah, something like that.
He'll do something for the world, which of course we saw him at the end. Saw him what he did.
I haven't seen it. I only watched the first. Oh, I watched the first episode. I'm like halfway through the second episode. I like it a lot. It hasn't been on the top of my like priority list yet. Maybe tonight I'll watch a couple episodes.
It's good. They do a tug of war, and that was my favorite episode because I love tug of war. You know, like there's so many tactics to do tug of war. Like
sure,
but
yeah,
it's good.
I am surprised this is getting a second. Oh, no, I'm not surprised because it's Netflix's biggest show, just like they say for every original thing. I'm sure it is big though.
Squid
Game
totally makes sense to be the biggest.
Absolutely.
Like it blew up everywhere.
Yes. Totally. But he wrote the show 9 years ago. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So he must, for 9 years, he's probably thinking of sequel ideas. So it's either going to be really good or Netflix is forcing him to produce something that he doesn't want to make just for money. Something like that. So to me, it can go either way.
Yeah.
But it might be great because he has had 10 years with this story. He knows it.
That's true. I like that.
I don't know.
Something else coming from Netflix. This is Gundam. I love Gundam. They're doing a live action Mobile Suit Gundam movie. And they dropped
James
a photo.
Is gonna cry.
Yeah, I sent James the photo, and I think he didn't know what it was, and so I sent this photo. And he's like, "Oh, what is this? Looks awful." And I'm like, "Oh, this is not it's not the Gundam toy. It's a Netflix thing." He's like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, it shows the RX-78 suit in fiery flames.
Oh,
and it looks sick.
I did see that. I did see a picture of that.
Yeah, for those who don't know, me and James are now into Gundam, and my new mission will be to watch Vincent now get into Gundam and build one on his own. Maybe one day.
I've been watching James build his.
And
it looks really awesome. I know I could get into it. That might be like I'm back home. I have a little bit more time. That's the little thing I could pick up. Yeah, pick up some Gundams. Yeah, that sounds great.
It's like 10 minutes. Just snap it together. You don't even need glue. Sure. You know, you just snap together.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
If you like Legos, then
I love Legos.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
This is good. Yeah.
Okay, fine. It's happening. I'll buy one.
Yes. Okay.
Next up, we have some Amazon news. We get a closer look at Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball in the full trailer for Aaron Sorkin's Being the Ricardos, coming to Prime Video on December 21st. I think Aaron Sorkin is an incredible writer. He's so good. So this is going to be great, I'm sure.
Yeah, I saw the trailer, and oh man, I was just blown away by the way some of these actors, they can just transform. I mean, I
didn't even know there was a trailer.
There's a little bit of a teaser, but I think if you just type it into Google and you look at the photos, it's like holy crap! They're going in. They look like them. And Aaron Sorkin too. Yeah, you're right. I always blank out on some of these faces, but when I look at this guy, he has a masterclass on writing, right? I think so.
Oh yeah, dude, he wrote Social Network and like big like movies that are just dialogue heavy. Mm-hmm. He just knows how to write. Like the movie could be all dialogue, and you could be fascinated the entire time. That's how good of a writer he is.
Speaking of Social
and Javier Bardem is in this movie too.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Speaking of Social Network, you brought us Social Network news.
I did.
Let's hear it.
I think Aaron Sorkin's probably on press for this movie for Lucille Ball. Or whatever it's called, but he says that Social Network 2 could happen, according to Aaron Sorkin. He believes that the Social Network 2 is still possible, especially with Facebook's recent events. I think here's my bet.
That's
Aaron Sorkin has an outline of what the Social Network 2 could be, right? Have you seen the Social Network?
Yeah, I've seen the first one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I imagine he's waiting for Facebook to blow up, or now Meta to blow up and explode and have a complete downfall. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine that many years later, like the same actors and everything in like, I don't know what they would call it, but that would be so fascinating. That'd be so fascinating.
Yeah, because then you can see kind of behind it, like Zuckerberg went to court for so many things. Like he's been in court a lot lately. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh man, you could really get into this story, man. Like,
Totally.
and you could be like, look how mind blowing this is, because you watch the movie and be like, wait, this happened like a year ago?
Right.
Like, what?
Yeah, we're living through it right now.
Yeah,
like,
meta just happened. Like, that's
right.
It's one of the biggest things in like online history, I think. Like, this meta,
Yeah,
whether it's gonna be successful or not, like, I still think it's crazy.
I mean, you open Instagram now, and it says Instagram, and on the bottom it says from Meta.
That's weird, man.
Already.
Like, I don't even understand. We don't have to like really get into it, but I don't know if you really know like meta, because I know they're like trying to do like VR and stuff like that. I don't really know like what it means.
The metaverse is the thing that they're trying to do. Facebook just opened a new thing in Europe too, of like 30,000 employees to develop a metaverse, which is like stupid, but it's like, I don't know. It's like between real life and game stuff. It's trying to live in like the digital world, making it real.
I don't know. I think we're pushing the Blade Runner a little too much. You know, a little too early.
We are getting there. We are getting there, Ryder.
But speaking of Blade Runner, we got Black Lotus is coming. Apparently, the first 2 episodes, they're out now, right?
I can't wait to watch it. I had no idea until I was looking at news for this today. And they were like, the first 2 episodes are out on Adult Swim right now. The problem is it's not like getting rave reviews. It's getting like okay reviews. But so I'll definitely still check it out. But apparently the first couple episodes give Jared Leto's character a backstory from Blade Runner 2042.
Oh, that's sick. They kind of like that.
They go into like what he is and why he's mean and evil and shit. So yeah.
Dude, I know the trailer looks so good.
Yeah, I'm excited, and it's short. I think it's like a 6-episode show, and it's 2 episodes a week, which is perfect length for me. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't need like 28 episodes and 5 seasons. It's just give me a story. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, speaking of something that's long, Rick and Morty season 6 is apparently confirmed for 2022. This comes from Adult Swim. I talked about it. Wow. Anything on this new season? They just finished season 5, right?
I mean, it's been over a year since season 5 ended, I think. Already, which is crazy.
It's been a year?
Totally, right?
That much time has gone by? Whoa, you're making me freak out, really? No,
I'm serious, dude.
Because I thought it just premiered. Maybe it has been just a year, and it feels
season 5 release date.
Because I've been in my... Dude, you're gonna freak me out.
Wait, what? September 5th, 2021.
Yeah, I was like... Okay.
No way.
You're making me lose my mind. I think you're saying it's season 4, because they just dropped season 5. Like, that was the big thing that just dropped.
Oh, no. Season 5 was broken into 2 parts. They did half the season in March 30th, and then half the season then. So I have not watched this second half of the season.
Goodness. Okay. That's confusing.
That is weird. Also, I think they're not as good. These episodes aren't as good as they were. Unfortunately.
Bummer. I started watching it one time, but I just no time. It's too much content.
I know there's too much
content.
There's way too much.
I would put that on a shirt. If anything, that's what I would wear. Too much content, because it's ridiculous.
Exactly.
We have right here Jurassic World Dominion just wrapped production. Confirms Colin Trevorrow.
Post production.
Yeah. I'm guessing we'll hopefully see a trailer soon.
Trailer. Yeah.
I'm excited for that
awesome.
one. The last one.
I'm just sad. Colin Trevorrow, dude. I wish you did Star Wars Episode 9 and didn't leave to do Jurassic Park. Breaks my heart.
Priorities, man.
Priorities. It's all right. It's all good. Peter Jackson sells Weta Digital to Unity. For $1.62 billion? And Weta's legendary VFX work include Lord of the Rings, Avatar, Godzilla vs. Kong, and Eternals.
And much more.
Whoa.
But I was like, dude, Unity, imagine the possibilities.
The game engine.
Yeah, with Weta Digital. Are you kidding me? The Weta is like second to probably only Lucas, Lucas
ILM.
ILM, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. But like,
that's insane.
Imagine the future of gaming, maybe.
That is so crazy, actually. Wow. Well, so I'm in a VFX and compositing class, and we were using Unreal Engine in the class, and I've never used Unreal Engine or whatever. But he was showing us like how to make scenes in there and like how they do it in movies, like how they would live render Mandalorian stuff. Like I was like, this is the craziest thing. Yeah. This is so wild. I would love to learn more about it. I know basically nothing, just how to drag assets in and stuff. But I was blown away. Like this is huge. Yeah. The way they're doing Mandalorian right now is literally changing technology And we're gonna see so much more of it in like new ways. Imagine this is just like the beginning of that.
Oh, I know. I can't wait to start seeing more and more films
Oh
utilizing the right
man.
way. And video
Yeah,
games too. Like, I really want video games
totally.
to push beyond the uncanny valley and really, okay, like,
Yeah.
come on, I want it there because I think Detroit Become Human. I don't know if you played that one.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh, I did. Yeah.
okay, so
It's close.
the character of Marcus, there was
Hmm.
some scenes with him, and I was looking, and I don't think I've ever seen something more realistic than his
Yeah.
face on a TV. I was like, that looks
It kind of gives you chills.
photorealistic. Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
that is like a movie, but it was just like a couple
Hmm.
seconds because then you can see like the game filter.
Right.
But there was some
Yeah.
seconds with the lighting that they just get,
You're
and
like,
it's
whoa.
like,
Dude, I would say that the cinematics in the Call of Duty games the last couple years are very close to
yes.
that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily the gameplay, but like the cinematics,
Oh yeah,
stuff like
just-
that.
it's
We're getting
ultra
there.
realistic. Yeah,
Yeah, we're getting there.
it's exciting. It's exciting.
Yeah.
But well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've gone through all of our news for the week. It's been a fun week.
It has.
We were busy. We woke up at like what 5:30, 5:45
Yeah.
for Disney Plus Day.
Mhm.
So if you guys can help us out and go check out those videos, comment, give them a like, and let us know what you think.
I'm opening my letterbox right now for my recommendation because I
Okay.
don't remember what I've watched recently. Do you have a recommendation?
I have
off the
one
top of
ready.
your head?
So what I've been
Yeah,
watching
hit me.
lately, for those of you guys that have Hulu, if you don't, I'm sorry, but I would recommend a show called Only Murders in the Building. This is
Oh, I hear such good
yeah.
things about it.
It's pretty fun. It stars Martin
Yeah.
Short, and oh man, it's another. I forget their names. Dang it! But I went by, and Selena Gomez, and
Okay.
it's a murder mystery. It's a murder mystery
Yeah.
as classic as you can get. And it's fun, because it has
Yeah.
these two actors that are just, beyond hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's see. Only Murders in the. Here we go. Ready? I'm gonna tell you their names right now.
It's both Martins.
Yeah, Steve Martin and Martin Short. I usually say
Steve Martin,
Steve's
Martin
first,
Short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those two, they're just fantastic.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're in one of my favorite movies is Three Amigos with Martin Short,
Oh.
Steve Martin, and Chevy Chase. Oh
Mhm.
my god, I love it so much.
Yeah, that sounds great.
It's a great one. But I think my recommendation this week is The French Dispatch.
Oh, okay.
I love it. If you don't like Wes Anderson movies, though, like you're not gonna like it. For people that don't like his movies, because it's the same sort of style. But Timmy Chalamet is great in it, dude. Everybody's great.
Really? Wow.
Every actor's great, and it's just like makes you smile the whole time. It's one of those where like you start it, and just like the music and like the opening credits, I'm just like grinning the entire movie. So I so recommend it. I loved it.
Ah,
Can't wait to see it again.
it's on my list. It's on my
Yeah.
list. Well, there you have it.
That's worth it for theaters too. I think it's
Really?
just fun. Yeah,
Ah.
good experience.
I'm saving all my money right now. Everybody knows I'm saving my money for Spiderman tickets coming
Yes.
next week.
Amen.
But,
Amen.
French Dispatch is on the list though.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have
Okay.
it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching along with us. We had a fun time.
Mhm.
We'll see you guys next week with another episode. Again, we have social media down below. Everything that you can connect us with. Stay tuned. Much more content coming. Strictly Casual. The end of the year is almost here. Holidays are coming
Oh
up.
my gosh. Oh my
Crazy,
gosh.
huh?
Yeah, it's coming soon.
But that's it. Vince, thanks for coming on.
Wild. Oh, thank you for having me, dude. I love this. Love doing this.
That's good. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.